A motion to appoint Linda Romano as a voting member.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Please note, this meeting is being recorded live and streaming on Sandwich Community Television. Live broadcast can be viewed by visiting sandwichcommunitytv.org on Government Live Stream, or you can view later on Government On Demand. You can also view on local Comcast Channel 9. I would like to remind everyone of our meeting format. For all hearings, the applicant will be allowed adequate time to present their project to the Commission. Upon completion of presentation, the Commission will be allowed to answer the applicant, ensue Commission discussion, and ask for staff comment and input. Upon completion of the Commission's and staff's discussion, I will summarize for the record any public comment received by staff prior to the meeting. I will announce public comment to the audience where any interested parties are to raise their hands. I will ask you to come up front. Please speak clearly into the microphone, stating your name, address, and affiliation for the record. 3 minutes will be allowed. All speakers are to address the Commission, not applicants or audience members. When your 3 minutes are up, I will ask you to take a seat. A reminder to all, public comment is a Q&A forum. Is not a Q&A forum. Upon my closure of public comment, the applicant may add additional information and comment to the commissioners. The commissioners will deliberate along with the staff. Finally, I want to remind everyone that this commission is comprised of all of your neighbors volunteering our valuable time to help protect our town's natural resources to the best of our abilities. Our job is to uphold the provisions set forth by the Massachusetts Wetland Protection Act, as well as the Town of Sandwich Wetland Bylaws, Chapter 7. We appreciate your understanding. Also present tonight is Commissioner
Kimberly Welsh.
All right, moving to new filings. We're going to open up DEP file number SC66-20554. Aaron Williams and Randall Kay, care of Atlantic Design Engineers, filed a notice of intent for proposed in-ground pool at 20 Water Street, Sandwich, map 73, lot 146.
Thank you. Good evening, members of the Commission. My name is Asa Smith, representing Atlantic Design Engineers on behalf of the applicant, Randall Kay and Aaron Williams. I'm here to present a notice of intent, DEP file number 0662054 for proposed improvements at 20 Water Street, which is map 146, parcel 73. The site is a fully developed 0.79 acre residential lot, about 34,600 square feet, located at 20 Water Street. The existing conditions of the site are comprised of a 1 3/4 story, 4-bedroom, single-family residence with a detached garage, landscape features, driveway, brick patio, walkways with frontage on Sham Lake. The septic system is located to the east of the house. Water and utility services are in the front and side of the house, respectively. The site is surrounded by residential properties. As per a wetland delineation completed by LEC Environmental Consultants, LEC, on January 24th, 2025, the bordering vegetated wetlands, BVW, was delineated along the west-facing embankment that slopes down towards the lower Sham Lake. Please note that the existing lawn and landscaping are located up to the edge of the BVW. Please note that in accordance with the Town of Sandwich Conservation Commission regulations, the 20-foot elevation contour of lower Sham Lake was used to establish the buffer zone on site. Based upon a review of the FEMA flood insurance maps dated July 16th, 2014, the property is now located within land subject to coastal storm flowage. The applicant proposes to construct an in-ground saltwater or saline swimming pool, a rinse station, shed, and complete landscaping improvements over a previously disturbed area, which is the grass lawn. Work proposed within the limits of the 0 to 100 foot buffer will total 865 square feet. Work proposed within the 0 to 50 foot wetland buffer is 52 square feet. And this includes a set of monolithic steps on the northwest corner of the proposed pool with stone coping. Work within the 50 to 100 foot buffer, 813 square feet, includes the monolithic steps, proposed pool with stone coping, shed, enclosed rinse station, dry laid brick patio, and pool utility pad. No tree clearing is being proposed. Please note that work proposed within all buffer zones, including the 0 to 50 foot buffer, is to be located over previously disturbed area, which is grass lawn, and no tree clearing is being proposed. As a conservative measure, the applicant will be providing mitigation in the form of 1,626 square feet of mitigation planting. Atlantic has provided a landscape plan completed by Bernie Swaler Landscapes showing the specific mitigation planting schedule as an attachment to the NOI. The mitigation planting is designed to function as a natural vegetative buffer strip using native species, providing an additional protective layer between the lawn and the lake. The pool will be equipped with an ASTM 1346 compliant automatic cover meeting safety standards. The cover will be watertight and in place when the pool is not in use during winter and storm events. The saltwater pool will utilize a carriage filter, meaning that no weekly backwashing is required. In the event that the pool is dewatered, all pool water will be trucked off-site. Only clean wash sediments may be used to backfill areas on site. Temporary access way is proposed along the north side of the house. This area will be restabilized with loam 4 to 6 inches, ornamental plantings, and/or drought-tolerant grass seed after construction of the pool is completed. Soil that is excavated will be live loaded in a medium-sized excavator onto a small dump trucks. The dump trucks will be loaded at the west end of the existing driveway area. Limited work erosion control measures, silt sock and silt fence, will be provided around the construction area. Any areas disturbed during construction are to be restored. The applicant is committed to maintaining the lawn with environmentally friendly fescue grass without the use of nitrogen-based fertilizers or chemical treatments. Please note that the project has just recently received approval from the Sandwich Historic Commission, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys may have.
Thank you. All right, I would like to open it up to staff.
Yeah, so my comments are pretty minimal. We can certify the delineated DVW line because there were, you had submitted vegetation data sheets, so the commission can certify that line based on that data. I had conducted a site visit. The area is mostly lawn, kind of on a down gradient slope to the pond. So I think any plantings placed in that aspect would definitely help the, any erosion or runoff, because it is really lawn straight to the pond right now, save for that little BVW swath. So I think that's great. But other than that, I really didn't have any major concerns. It looked like a pretty solid application. So
I'd like to open up to public comment. All right, closing public comment and open it to the board. Does anyone have any questions? I think so.
Have you identified the company that's going to be taking the water on and off the property?
We have not named one yet, but we'll be happy to name one as a condition if you need one beforehand.
I just have one question. Is there any new lawn proposed, or is it all just kind of cut and fill? And is there any native vegetation that's removed, or all that?
No, it's mostly just the main goal of the project was to get rid of a good amount of the lawn area itself, provide some natural vegetative runoff protection. So I don't believe there's any increase to lawn area as part of this project.
And just to, you said there's no tree removal. Right?
No,
Yeah.
no tree removal.
Now I just commend that those two kind of design features are good and should be commended.
Is there any mitigation planning that you're doing?
Yep, so there's 1,600 square feet of mitigation planning, and that's shown in the landscape plan provided by
Sorry,
Bernice's landscape architecture firm. And it goes into detail of the types of tree planting. I was going to try to pronounce the scientific names, it would be very embarrassing.
Fair enough. Okay. All right.
The planting, any questions?
Yeah, no, I think it's also a good ratio of mitigation to disturbance, and also keeping the pool mostly outside of the 50-foot.
All right. All right, we can do a motion.
All right, I will move to close and approve DEP file number SE662054, Aaron Williams and Randall K., care of Atlantic Design Engineers at 20 Water Street, Sandwich, Mass., with standard and special conditions as discussed.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. All right, perfect. Thank you. Moving on to RDA SCC 2025D-07 and Samini, care of Green Seal Environmental, file the request for determination of ability for proposed deck replacement and raised patio at 10 Great Benton Road, East Sandwich, Mass. Located at map 08, lot 60. All right. This is Great Bend. How we doing? You can go right ahead.
Yep, so this project includes construction of a new roof cover over an existing deck area, a redevelopment of an existing deck and steps, and the construction of a raised patio that's about 13 by 15, and the associated grading with that. All proposed work is outside of the 100-foot coastal bank buffer and already in a developed portion of the 200-foot riverfront. This project includes straw wattle and silt fence as erosion controls and to protect the resource areas during construction.
All good?
Yeah, that's
All right,
pretty
sweet.
much it.
I'd like to open up to staff comments.
So yeah, I had a couple questions. What is the patio being constructed of?
It's gonna be hardscape.
Okay, so is it pervious or is it like a concrete slab?
It's gonna be impervious.
Okay, that was my concern being, I believe you're in flood, are you in flood zone as well, or just riverfront?
Just sort of.
Okay, yeah, I was just concerned about if it was completely hardscape and not pervious at all, you know, where's that runoff gonna go? Ideally not in the river, but if it's pervious, that should help. And I think this might be lacking some mitigation plantings. I did do a site visit, and saw that it is mostly lawn, and they've got kind of like a swath of garden back there. But I think with the addition of some native plantings might also help with any type of erosion, considering you're developing in the riverfront, which is a pretty sensitive area. And yeah, if it was just covering the deck, that'd be one thing, but with the addition of the patio, that's obviously a higher impact. So if we could entertain some plantings, I think that would help. And then, does the new roof that's going over the existing deck, will that include gutters and downspouts? And if so, where's that water gonna go?
I'll have to reach out to the client for that.
Okay.
Architectural drawings.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if it's as simple as putting a couple gutters and downspouts into, you know, dry wells or some sort of gravel or something, just to mitigate any of that runoff would be great. And if we can come to a conclusion with those concerns, I'd recommend a -2 determination, just because you're in a resource area, not just a buffer zone. But those are my concerns.
I'd like to open up to public comment. All right, closing public comment, open up to the board. Can we condition the straw wattle will be a silt sock? Instead of a straw wattle. And you were combining that with a fence too, or?
Yeah, silt fence.
So silt fence too, okay.
Silt fence and silt sock, yeah. Okay, any other questions?
Yeah, so they work with staff on a mitigation, so we could approve it tonight, and then
I
you
can
just
condition
come up,
it, or,
you come up with something that's, yeah. So I think there was some like hydrangeas that are probably likely gonna be removed, so I would say at least a one-to-one.
okay,
It seems like there's existing like brick walkways on the site, so I don't know if they're gonna match what's going on, but if it's gonna be pervious, it's gonna have, you know, some type of half-inch joint, you know, between quarter and a half inch, and not like if they're doing thin bluestone and not like a mortar joint, because then that's just gonna shed everything away. And if they do decide to do something like that, maybe if we have the gutters, they can tie in a drain
okay,
along the edge, you know,
okay,
what they need, you
Like
know,
a French
or,
drain.
yeah,
okay,
or into a garden that stops the
yeah.
flow. You know,
Do we need to do that before we go for the -2 determination?
I mean, I can condition the determination to include those things, and we can work together on that. You know, if you can submit like a planting list, native plantings, whatever the client would prefer to look at, I think would be, you know, could be doable.
Does that need to come back before us, or can?
No, I think we can approve it, and we can just condition it to include those details if you're comfortable with that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming they will be replacing the plants, so if we just were to condition that it would be native.
Yeah, so there's quite a few, like, I don't know if they're native per se, but plants back there, large bushes and flowers and things like that, so I imagine they'd want to put something similar to go with it.
either,
I didn't get your name for the record.
Nolan, sorry. I work for Green Seal Environmental, yes.
Okay. Your last name too?
Davis, sorry.
Nolan Davis. Okay, great.
So, okay.
Thanks.
yeah, is there any other concerns with what's going on?
They're pretty already disturbed site, so.
Right, exactly.
So they weren't otherwise.
Yeah, and then obviously if they do any more grass, it'd be a fescue, so again, native, alright, cool. Alright, sound good? Alright, we can do a negative -2.
Make motion for DEP, for -2 determination for RDA SCC 2025D-07 and Simony Carrot Green Seal Environmental at 10 Great Bend Road in East Sandwich, located in lot 68, with conditions as discussed.
Second.
All in favor? I move, thank you.
This is the one that you guys started to sign. Thank you for catching that, I appreciate it.
Alright, moving on, this one is continued. And I had the, we are going to continue DEP file number SE 66-2050, Joan Burke Sherman, at 355 Phillips Road, Sandwich, Mass, to the September 9th. I'm sorry, I totally read that wrong. It literally says 9/3 right here. September 3rd, Sandwich Conservation Commission. I'd like to make a motion to continue this file.
Second.
All in favor? Move. Do you want to just do COCs? Is there anyone else? Is that pretty much on the people are reading?
So we've got COCs and an extension request, process request
Are
decision.
you guys here for?
We're here for the other business.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
I think
What about you, sir?
he's also other business.
other business?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, you want to just cruise to the COCs?
Sure.
All right, so,
Just to do business first.
yeah, why don't we do that?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move the agenda and do other business. What are you guys here for?
D.
D, oh my goodness. Anyone here for A in other business? Anyone here for B in other business? Oh,
Oh, there's
What's your
a
address?
right up there.
Yeah.
yeah, we can, let's do D. Come on up.
Which one, Charles?
Yeah.
State your name and your.
Yeah, Nick Crawford with Crawford Land Management. I don't really have a presentation, so to speak, but Jenna and I spoke on the phone today about like a permitting avenue to pursue in order to restore the area. And I don't want to speak for you, but it sounds like,
Yeah, I mean, I can
Yeah.
help go over. So, we had received a concern about vegetation removal at 20 Carlton Drive East, and I had conducted a site visit to see quite a bit of vegetation removed from the front closest to the street, and then looked like some from the back as well. And there's two bordering vegetated wetlands with associated buffer zones on either side. No history of permitting for such vegetation removal. Spoke to the landscaper who was working out there, asked him to stop, spoke with Adam, correct?
Adam Trail, KDS Properties.
Yep. And, said cease and desist, all of that until we can bring this in front of the commission. To me, this looks like it would need, I don't want to say large scale, but a fairly involved restoration, just to bring the area back into compliance. They've been super compliant and forthcoming. Everyone's been great. I did issue a letter to the homeowner who said that Adam's going to represent them. So everyone's been made aware. And I think if the commission's okay with, we can just go a restoration order route versus an after the fact route. And since you're already, kind of got the ball rolling and got representation and help, I think that might be the best way to ensure compliance quickly versus having to wait for surveyed plans and notices of intent and all that stuff. So that's kind of
Were
where.
we able to get an existing condition plan like that back when the cease and desist?
so we had talked on the phone about using Mass Mapper and aerial photographs. And we can use the associated wetland resource areas and boundaries and create a restoration plan from that. We can put it into CAD and give the associated 50 and 100-foot buffer zones from there. And then from there, we can get square footages and everything we need.
Is the down Cape plan on the violation? is the site plan?
This was from 1995.
I mean, we can, if there is a plan on record, we
Okay, I
can,
had been aware that there was.
we can
Okay.
overlay it on the aerial just to get our property lines even closer.
Right.
And there might be some useful information in there if we go.
And I can send that over to you
Okay.
guys, yeah. It is from 95, so bear
Yeah.
with me a little bit, but yeah, we can definitely send that over just so you have some basis to start with.
Yeah, it might give us some more specific measurements of the length of the property lines and stuff like that. But, seems like most of the area that we're working with is confined inside the property, so we're not really
Yeah.
working against the property lines.
So, just to help us, in furtherance of what we do, so did the homeowner ask you to cut down the vegetation for what reason?
That was on me. It was pretty much broken, old, dead stuff that I took down, other than probably 2 or 3 trees that were up close to the house. I was like just cleaning it up.
So you just didn't know?
I didn't know. I didn't think it was gonna be this, and I hope to never see you guys in this situation again. This is all new to me, so
Yeah, it's good information
Yeah.
for us to have moving forward. Thank you.
But we should be able to turn around, once the restoration order is issued, we can turn around a restoration plan pretty quickly. I don't know what are the deadline requirements for, is
You
that
guys
like
are
a
moving
week in
pretty
advance
quick,
or
right?
2 weeks in advance?
To get in front of us,
Plans?
yeah.
There's also it has to maintain it. It has to
Right.
take
Yeah,
over.
so I
Yeah.
mean, I think moving forward, we can discuss, what kind of ratios we want, things like that. And then as soon as you have a restoration plan, we'll put you on the next available agenda. Right now, we're looking at September 3rd,
Okay,
for the next one, so if you can get,
yeah, we can shoot for that.
right, we hit the filing
By the
deadline.
20th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2
but
weeks.
stuff like that we can add on.
We can add, okay,
Yeah,
so it
because it's
doesn't
not
have
an
to be
official
2 weeks
notice of
before the
intent,
hearing.
yeah,
All right,
you have a little more flexibility. But yeah, I just wanna iron out restoration wise, is it, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, I understand you're removing, or trying to remove most of the dead understory, dead trees, things like that, but in that, obviously, there was a lot of understory damage to shrubs and any ground plants, and you can just see from the pictures just how clear the forest floor is in those areas, so,
and I will say, right, we were out there yesterday, and a lot of the sedges, grasses, and forbs in the wetland area are already popping.
Oh, good.
Any of the
Okay.
clethra that was disturbed is already this tall.
good, okay.
Did we, yeah, that's what I kind of meant. Did we have any pictures of when the cease and desist came in?
Yeah, so I took pictures when I
Or
put that
we just
there,
kinda have, like, dates
but
stamped?
it was already damaged at that point.
Right,
But we have it, yeah, in
Just
the
a
in the
start.
file, we have a starting point of
Perfect.
how, what the damage looks like and, where we're
Yeah,
coming
and
from. I
then
didn't have any
When you
pictures.
guys do the order. you can kind of
Yeah, and we
see
should
where
have
it's
a
at.
pretty good idea of all right, there's 40 square feet of clethra already coming in this area.
Right.
We don't need to replant this area. It'll be fine next season.
Yeah,
So we can take,
Trees.
exactly, and the trees, some of them are, albeit very small, some of them are already stump sprouting.
okay,
So there's a lot of stuff already coming back, realizing that, we'll need to restore,
a lot of bush, shrub, vegetation
yeah,
and stuff
kind of the
like that.
understory layer a bit.
Okay.
But that'll all be on the plan that
Okay.
we put together for you.
Do we need to do 2 to 1? Do you want to?
I guess we'll kind of see it when we.
State that?
Yeah, it's gonna-
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe, once you get the restoration plan, then we can see if we want more or, go from there.
Okay.
See what we
But at least 1 to 1.
Yeah, oh yeah, at least that.
I don't think there's much extra space. I think the whole property's under jurisdiction, so
Yeah, a lot of it is.
I think it's just a question of, were there any major trees that were cut, or was it
I mean,
mostly?
I didn't see what it looked like beforehand. There were, from the pictures, there were definitely some stumps that were cut. Whether those trees were sick and dying or healthy, I didn't get a chance to assess those prior. But I mean, even dead trees is habitat, even if it's not alive. So I'm sure that biomass still needs to be restored in some aspect.
So you get that right, at least 1 to 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we can leave, some of the debris is still there since they ceased and desisted. So we can use, we can always use some of that coarse woody debris on site,
Okay.
and either strategically place it or just kind of
Right.
random. So we'll definitely come up with a plan for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're cool with just a
Yeah,
formal
we'll just see a
restoration order,
restoration,
so
yeah.
I'll write that up, okay. Sounds good.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, yeah, I'll just wait to get we'll send the order to Adam.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
I'll wait to get that, and then we'll shoot for September 3rd, and if not, it'll definitely be the next one
Okay,
after that.
sounds good.
So,
Thank you.
all right, yeah,
Thank you.
Thank
good
you.
one.
We hope to not see you again either.
Unless I come early, which I've learned now.
Thank you. E, okay, well, let's keep going, you're up.
So I can help a little bit, but I wanted to bring, New England Mountain Bike Association, right? Did I get that right?
New England Mountain Bike Association.
Yes, back in front of us because we have not received any additional concerns or complaints from any other abutters, and they're eager to.
Besides that last one that we.
Yeah, just the one that came before us at the last meeting. I haven't gotten any emails, phone calls, any other complaints. So, and with that being said, I don't know if we want to.
Was that the July 2nd meeting? Or was it before that?
We presented 2 meetings ago, and I believe the abutter presented in your last meeting.
Yeah,
And there was a canceled meeting in there.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly, that's why I'm trying to.
yeah. So we have this one,
June.
and then it was a
Yeah.
canceled one, and then the abutter I think was at the one before that.
Okay.
But I had received email from NEMBA asking, where do we stand? Can we start work? What's going on? So I just kind of wanted to bring
And we
that back.
did respond in that email to some of the concerns of the abutter.
Yep.
And I hope that the commission was able to get that email.
I guess if you kind of know where that abutter's place is, just
I do.
be,
Mindful.
super easy around that area and then just keep going where you guys
Maybe
are
we'll
going,
look
right?
further back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, there's already an existing trail/dirt road there.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be altering that.
Okay, yeah.
We would be just connecting to that closer to, there's another private parcel, I believe it's New Bedford Recycling. The new trail would connect to that existing dirt road, very close to the parcel line for New Bedford Recycling.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. As they proposed originally.
Do you guys want to change anything or do we want to?
It seems like this is a perfect kind of passing it off to staff, and they have to kind of.
Here you go.
I'm fine with it. I mean, I haven't.
We
done
don't
any-
have there's no wetlands
It's not,
jurisdiction.
it's commission owned
Which one was
property,
that?
so that's where the
July 2nd.
jurisdiction is. I mean, as staff, I'm fine with them continuing as proposed. I don't see any issues where we haven't gotten any other complaints or, any other concerned abutters, bringing up any comments. If we had a stack of them, then we might have to look
Right.
at things a little more closely and change the plan around, but
We're certainly welcome to do any more tours of the flag trail. I think there was another commissioner, is it Jeremy?
Jeremy, yeah.
Jeremy had walked it on his own.
Yep.
So somebody has been out there to see the flagging, but if anyone wanted to go out there, we're certainly take you out there.
Is there any detriment to the resource areas?
I think there was one spot where there was some earthwork proposed where it was like a little steep. I remember John talking about that a little bit.
Yep, so
That was it.
this is the second highest point in Sandwich and I think the third highest point in Cape Cod. So ideally, the proposed trail will take the least dramatic grade to the top of that.
Mm-hmm.
There is a section where we need to traverse, and I haven't measured the slope, but we will do a bench cut for about 100 feet. And our bench cuts are usually at about a 10% grade, so the water that's coming down that slope will continue to flow down across the trail. We want to be perpendicular to the water flow to prevent erosion. That's the only, and I wouldn't call it earthwork.
It's all handwork, correct?
Yeah, there aren't any, you didn't propose any machinery or anything.
No, it would be
Shovels and pruners.
just handwork, just to take that slope to be that slope so that you could walk on it or ride a bike, whatever.
And hand done, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I was fine with it, but it's, so I wanted to make sure before I gave them a go ahead that was fine with everybody here too.
All right.
All right, yeah, I guess we're just kind of.
Yeah. Okay. And it doesn't have to be an official vote, I just wanted to
Right.
bring that conversation up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
sounds good.
That sounds great. We'll be in touch with Jenna and Dave, and we'll schedule something.
Yeah,
It'll probably take a couple of attempts to get that done, but
No worries.
I think it's gonna be a great addition for the community.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right, moving the schedule around back to certificates of compliance. I guess, besides reading staff notes, for any in here that are alarming or alerting?
Nope, I just wanted to bring to attention that there are two that are COCs under the bylaw only, not DEP. DEP issued their own, and then we have to issue ours to back that up.
Is it the same motion, just?
Yeah, I just wanted, that was the only difference, I guess, but, site visits were conducted for all of them.
Okay.
And
No, actually, Linda specifically asked me to share them.
I don't know if you can just say.
You got the first.
Approve all of them, or does each one have to be read in?
Do them individually.
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
have
you'd
to.
have to do them individually.
Oh, then,
You want to take the first two?
sure. Certificates of compliance, original file DEP, file number is SE 661944, Miller Investments 2 LLC, care of Weller and Associates, that filed the notice of intent for proposed new single-family home at 110 Country Club Road, Sandwich, located at map 14, parcel 290. This was a filing from 7/16, and it was postponed to today for the compliance, right?
Yep.
I second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Make sure you just say, I'm making a motion to issue.
Right, I do.
Perfect.
I figured that out for the second one. Do I do it at the beginning, or?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so I'm making a motion regarding original.
To
file-
issue a
To issue.
Issue
certificate.
certificate of compliance.
Yeah, and then you can read it.
DEP file number SE 66-1744, Gene T. Recupero, care of Sebacia Inc., has filed a notice of intent for the installation of a Title V septic system at 18 Salt Marsh Road, Sandwich, located at map 77, parcel 28. Do we need to read the
No,
rest?
that's fine.
No, you're good.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I can't do that. Someone else has to second it.
Second.
Tyler, you want one?
Sure.
Or two?
I'll make a motion to issue a certificate of compliance for DEP file number SE 66-1745, Tom and Karen Doyle, care of Sebacia Inc., for a raise and rebuild of a single-family home located at 18 Salt Marsh Road in East Sandwich.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Want the next one?
Sure.
Stretch everyone's leg.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the certificate of compliance for DEP file number SE 661923, Emma Veredique, care of Sebacia Inc., for a proposed septic repair at 5 Captain Crocker, East Sandwich, Mass.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
John?
Make a motion for acceptance of certificate of compliance for DEP file number SE 66-1935, Richard Gavina, care of Sabathia Inc., which filed a notice of intent for proposed deck renovation work at 5 Captain Crocker, East Sandwich, Mass., located at map 64, parcel 32.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, you got the last one.
I'll make it all.
Yep.
Make a motion to accept
No, she's got the
I'll
extension.
make a motion to accept certificate of compliance for DEP file number SC 66-1100 AM1, Jeffrey Hanna, care of Brackett Engineering. It's filed a notice of intent for proposed road repairs at Cranberry Trail East, Sandwich, Mass., located at map 50, parcel 56.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the extensions, are they looking good?
Yep, they're both requesting a 3-year extension for 5 Beachway West was for vegetation, and I think Phillips was also for vegetation. So I should have been handing those out 5 minutes ago.
Alright. You want to do both those extensions?
Yeah, I'll do the extensions.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve the extension for DEP file number SC 66-1897, Amendment 1 for Christopher Downs, for his amendment for his notice of intent for the proposed landscaping at 5 Beachway West, located at map 64, parcel 10. 3-year extension on that.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion to approve the extension for DEP file number SE 66-1742, Mark and Galen Riley, care of Coastal Engineering, for their notice of intent for the upgrade to a Title V compliant septic system, demo, replacement of the remaining retaining walls and steps, and the rework of the driveway layout at 265 Phillips Road, map 96, parcel 50.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so
Sorry.
the amendment process decision.
Yep, so I had received a request, the folks over at 110 Salt Marsh Road, they kind of have the best way I can describe it is a raised ranch on pilings, and they want to add a second floor addition on top of the, like, lower ranch portion, if that makes sense. They already received an order of conditions for the work, as proposed originally, and then they wanted to add that addition over the existing dwelling, no change in footprint, no additional piles needed, as I've been told. I don't know how that'll work necessarily with building. Obviously, if there's more of an impact, that might change things, but I think they just want to put that addition right on top of what's there now.
So there wouldn't be like overcasting anymore for a disturbed
No,
area?
it's just going up over what's there now. So that can be, yeah, but there's a couple different options there for the amendment process. Everything ranging from a field change to a new notice of intent, and I just want to see which way I should advise the builder, if it's a formal amendment or.
Probably just do a formal amendment, but not make them spend the filing fees for a new NOI,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's fine with me. That's kind of what I.
I think the plan being recorded is important, the revised plan, because then there's a back and forth, so I think an amendment,
Okay.
I've seen that become an issue,
Yeah, they're gonna need plans anyway for building.
especially in it's probably going to be a year process of the build,
Yeah.
so things change.
If they're gonna need plans anyway, do we just do an amendment? I mean, if they're gonna have to redo the panel.
And then we can stamp those plans in as approved.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'll let them know.
All right, what's this B one? Because it says confidential.
So this is to vote to issue a letter in support of the CR restriction at 46 Roos Road.
We don't have to do this in executive?
Nope, I asked, so we can do that now, and it's just to issue a support letter saying like, yep, we want the CR. I've already drafted that to pretty much just say
What it was, I put
we support the
Yeah,
CR. Sorry,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It just said confidential, I didn't know if we were allowed to even bring it up.
not to share.
Not to share it was confidential, not to share, but like for you guys to read was fine, because obviously if you want to support it, you should know what's in it. So
that's right.
that was kind of how that went.
Do we want to just take a vote?
Yep, that's fine, if that's what you want to do.
Is everyone on board with the letter? To
Yes.
support?
Yes.
So do we have to officially vote?
Motion to support?
I guess, I mean, you would
Just
just.
say things, sorry.
Vote to issue.
Yeah, vote to.
Yeah, just make it as
Okay.
official as possible, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, the council reviewed it, right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
He's okay
He was
with it.
fine with all of it, yep. This was his
And this is like,
recommendation, I have
Yeah.
no voice right now.
we know what 46 Bruce Road is, that's,
Yep,
Yeah.
okay, I won't even say it, but yeah,
Yeah.
we've been there a few times, right?
uh-huh,
Okay, so
that's
this is,
exactly what that is,
okay, this is a good thing,
yes.
right, okay, gotcha.
You want to do the motion?
Sure. So I'll make a motion to issue a letter in support of the conservation restriction written by staff for 46 Bruce Road. What did I say?
No, 46 is fine.
All right, that's it.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. Aye. Move. Okay. Oh, yeah. Minutes. Did everyone get a chance to review the minutes?
Yes.
Okay, and they look good?
Yep.
What was that you say at the end? As written, is that what you said?
Sure.
No, right, you had a little, you had something, okay, well, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the minutes of the July 2nd, 2025 meeting as written. I think that's what we're.
Yeah, that works. I'll second it.
Oh, 2 seconds.
Oh.
2 seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, moved, okay. All right. Anything else?
I have a question.
No meeting on
Oh, yeah.
August 20th? So the next one is September 3rd.
Perfect.
So I just have a question on this other business. This person's not here
Which one?
for the amendment process decision?
Correct, so
So
they
what
don't
do
need.
you do when we just defer it to the next meeting?
Yeah, so I will then give the applicant your recommendation to file it for a formal amendment, and that's when they'll come in and represent themselves.
Yeah, she was just trying to see what we wanted to do next.
Oh.
That's more than a field
Yeah, we
change.
didn't vote on amendment or anything.
No, that's, yeah, the next part of the process decision, from what I understand,
Perfect.
so.
All right, good.
Okay,
All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn the.
Wait, before you do, almost, I just wanted to acknowledge both Jenna and Alex for doing a phenomenal job. I've been for 7 years, and I have never had anything more efficient, never seen anything done more effectively, and I'm just very grateful.
oh,
Thank you.
Yes.
Wait, you don't have to leave us, right?
No, no, thank you.
Okay.
I'm not now. Anyway,
Just when it started.
my goal is efficiency, I don't wanna make any work harder than it needs to be,
no,
so.
it's been great. I'm so grateful.
Perfect.
All right, now you can.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the August 6, 2025 Sandwich Conservation Meeting at 6:41 PM.
Second.
I second.
Oh, okay.
All in favor? Aye, moved. Okay.
Did I steal your pen?
I'll be busy tomorrow.
Because I know it took you a while to get it, so.
See everyone in a month.
Yeah.
Not much.